Ep2. Hi guys, I'm Sizins.
And I'm Aurial, and you're listening to
Reali-Tea. So guys, we
Yeah.
have a new switch up today. It's a new episode, new week. We've got a new co-host with us today since Rita is currently busy in a we shall not disclose location working, but we wish her all the best. But of course, joining us is our fave, our fave, Miss
Hey,
Tandala Oreo.
what up, what up, what up, what up? I'm so happy to join you guys. You know what? At this rate, I feel like I should be listed as a co-host, you know?
Co-host. I mean,
I
honestly, you
mean,
might as well.
honestly, I
You
might as
might
well.
as well. Like, I mean, it's always such a pleasure having you, a vibe, having you here, and it's actually very
Thank
great that we have
you.
you here on this episode because I mean, the last time we spoke, it was about Housewives of Durban, and we were talking
Mm,
about your views regarding like rumors that you heard about Annie and the
yes,
Guru.
yes,
So I
yes.
feel it is very fitting that you're joining us on this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, no, that's true, actually. Actually, yeah, I didn't think of that. Jeez. So it's quite interesting. No, okay, cool. Let's get into it then.
Let's get into it. But of course, before we get into it, are you sipping on anything special?
Ooh, I've just got my H2O. It is a warm day today. Finally, it's been raining for the past couple of days in Joburg. So I've got my
Hmm.
H2O, and yeah, that's about it on my side. And your side?
On my side, it's just Rooibos Honeybush from Woolworths. Some
Rooibos,
cute little
Rooibos
tea to warm
water.
myself up.
Are you feeling cold, Thunder?
I mean, hey, look, some of us, some of us don't have partners for Valentine's Day. We might have some bowdies. We don't have partners for Valentine's Day, so
I see, I
gotta keep
see. Oh,
ourselves
by the
warm
way, happy
somehow.
Valentine's Day. Yes.
Happy Valentine's to you too. Do you have
Yeah,
anything special
yeah.
planned for the day?
No, I look, my person did deliver some flowers and chocolate, so I guess she tried, you know.
Cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. I
That's
mean,
all
yeah.
it
Look,
all
some
it
some of us
counts,
are
right?
still in the shopping phase. So
Yeah,
Valentine's
yeah,
Day is like
naturally.
not so serious, but like kind of serious.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Like it just
Days
so
will
happens that
get
it's coming
better.
today, but like today is just Valentine's Day, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean,
Oh,
pressure, but no
really?
pressure. It
Oh,
was a coincidence. It was
cute.
purely a coincidence.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, hopefully he comes with some flowers. Fingers crossed.
Something cute.
Some
Fingers
chocolate.
crossed, but no pressure. Pressure, but no
Yeah, no
pressure.
pressure. No pressure. Exactly. Yeah.
But how have you been enjoying the season so far? I mean, we're 2 episodes
Oh my
in,
gosh.
so it's still very early. But like, what are your thoughts?
Let me tell you guys, I am so impressed. Like, can I just
Mm,
let me just
mm.
give them a
Clap,
flipping
clap
round of
once.
applause? Like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I am here for the drama. I am loving this new Sorisha. And I'm also loving
Mm,
Annie, the softer side to Annie. I don't know where that's coming from. Actually, I have a theory. I
mm.
have a theory with that, but I'm loving it. I love seeing the side of her. And in the new
Yeah.
ladies, okay, it's just a lot, guys. I'm loving everything about it. Like they've just escalated like their level of production and quality and just giving us drama. They went there and they took it to the next
Yeah.
level. So
Yeah. I
I'm
agree.
really impressed.
I agree as well. You can tell that like the budget has just increased this season. I mean,
Mm,
this is why this show is on Peacock. It's our only South
mm.
African housewife show that is on Peacock. Like
Yeah.
you can tell that the budget has upped. They really stepping up with the ladies.
Mm.
Sorisha, I'm loving Sorisha. I'm loving spicy Sorisha. I'm loving Sorisha with style. Like Sorisha
Oh,
finally hired a stylist who understands her.
guys,
Like,
guys. Like hands down, Sarisha is killing it in the season.
Sorisha is like she's saying that like, listen, I want to be the Nini Leaks of
I
Durban.
want to be
Like
the. I was
I
about to
want
say
to be the
that. I want to
show.
be the mini leagues. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the de facto. Like when you think Durban, I want you to think of me, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
Yes.
So
So
yeah,
what?
I mean we pick up with episode 2 with Jojo. Oh, we pick up from where we left off from the previous episode, which was the dinner, and I think Jojo just to like kind of give a little icebreaker, ask Umbali to sing, and we cut to like a little clip of like Umbali looking annoyed. Do you think Jojo was like pulling the whole singing drama a bit more? You think it was unnecessary?
Yeah, but it also seems very edited in that scene. I think the producers just placed
Yeah.
that scene in there. I don't think that's what naturally happened. Um,
Mm.
yeah, it was very weird. Or maybe, who knows? What's to say? Maybe she did ask at that point in time, but it really was awkward. Like I was just like, really? Okay. After I tell my story, my heartbreaking story about my children, losing my children, like wanting to say. You know
Mm.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Actually, you're right. That's what makes me think that maybe it was edited by the producers
the
because I highly doubt
producers.
Jojo would ask such a thing. Like after
Mm,
she shared something so
mm.
sensitive. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. So that definitely came through from the producers. Could just see.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah.
I mean, anyways. Oh, and I do want to make a comment though. I mean, you guys said last week you were like, "What's going on with this party?" And the whole princess theme. Guys, I loved
Mm.
it. It was adorable. It was so cute.
I
I
knew
would
you
die.
would. I knew you would.
I thought it was so cute. Just, I would die to be part of a princess theme party. Like, just like feeling like
The
a.
whole fairy tale kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's so cute, man. It was so, so
Yeah,
cute. And I love that everyone
yeah.
stuck to the theme, especially, yeah, I mean, look, it was a bit awkward that time when, everybody was on the deck and Nasa Kiste was sort of like doing curtsies.
Mm,
But it was
mm,
cute. I mean,
mm.
it was part of the theme, guys. It was fun. It was so
You know
cute.
what? Yeah, I wouldn't have been so like annoyed with it if they didn't do the whole curtsy thing. Like, I understand getting into the whole like Disney princess gown. That was very cute. But the whole curtsy and now you're dancing with some random stranger. I was just like, no, no. Yeah, you're doing too
Oh
much. You're
my gosh.
honestly doing too much.
I
But
thought
yeah,
it
we
was.
cut to the next day now, and we
Mhm.
cut to Annie and Jojo, and basically Annie's opening up to Jojo about like why it seems like her face is like one half of her face is always so big
Yeah,
compared to the other,
yeah, yeah.
and
And
yeah,
I
she admits
feel
that she has Bell's
bad.
palsy. I
Yeah,
know, right? She has Bell's
I really
palsy. This
feel
is the
bad.
same deficiency that Justin Bieber suffers from as well, and
Mm,
which is why he
mm.
had to cancel like I think his tour when he was coming to SA because yeah,
Yes,
like he
yes.
was also going through the Bell's palsy thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
yeah, she
actually
opens
have,
up about being bullied in the UK, and wow, yeah, it was really nice seeing like a more vulnerable side to her. You're right.
no, definitely. I actually have two. I've got a cousin and a friend that actually also had Bell's palsy. I can't even pronounce it properly. So I
Mm,
know what that's like, and I think that's why my heart just went out to her. Shame, and I personally feel so bad. I think in the first season or so, didn't we tease her eyelashes were just like, yo, she's got like really bad
mm,
eyelashes, got
especially the
eyelashes that
reunion. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I want to put it out there. I'm sorry, and yeah, it's true when they say like, don't judge a person. You never know what they're going through, and so yeah, I'll be the first to put my hand up and be like, look, I'm sorry, my bad, my bad. And it makes so much sense. That thing is not nice. Literally, it's a paralysis of your face. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, shame. I hope that Jojo hooks up with a doctor that can hopefully get her right. I don't know.
Kind of a reconstruction or like help
Mm,
out.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, like, I think the wild part for me was that like she then spoke about like being bullied in the UK, and I'm just like, wait, so can Bell's palsy be like? Can it be like can it be like not activated, but can it like be triggered? Kind of thing. Like if you go to like some facial trauma or you're hit in the face or something, can that trigger like Bell's palsy?
Mm,
Or was she just linking the two? I was a bit confused with that.
oh, jeez, I can't. I think because look, she said that she got it while she was pregnant, and then her UK incident
Mm,
was when she was younger in school.
mm,
No, no. I'm just trying to remember what the link was. Why she brought that whole bullying incident up. I think it's because of the flack that she
mm.
was getting on Twitter, if I'm correct.
Oh, and it just reminded her of being bullied again when she was
Yes,
okay.
people were saying that Annie's horrible. She's a mean girl, but blah 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 blah. And I think
Mm,
that's why she brought it up, just to say like, this is what had happened to me, and this is why I'm the way I am, if I recall correctly. But yeah,
okay.
yeah, no, that's either way, that was still such a sweet moment, and shame. Jojo also got emotional about it. I also felt like crying. I wouldn't lie, because
Yeah.
I could see, and she was even, I think, even in her diary session, she was holding her tears back. I've never seen Annie cry. Have you guys seen Annie cry? I've never seen Annie cry.
We haven't. We haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the most emotional we've seen it so far.
Yes, yes. So that was really nice. It was really, really nice to for her to open up like that.
Mm, mm, mm. And
Mm,
yeah, you're right. And I think opening up like that, even as a villain, it kind of gives you more leeway into like staying for longer because it humanizes you.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, even
mm,
though
mm,
everyone hates Kenya, like I can still identify with Kenya because we understand that, like, her trauma that she had when she was young, and maybe this is why she's
mm,
like this, maybe this is why she has her walls
mm,
up. Where someone like a Nini, even though Nini had been there for like a very long time, I struggle
mm.
to like identify with her because I was like, I don't understand why you're such a mean girl.
Yeah,
Like Portia, we can understand why she was a mean girl as well. Like, she also opened up on her own past traumas. So I think it's a very smart move as a housewife decision to
and
like open up,
right.
be vulnerable about these things.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyways, enough of the soppy stuff. Let's move on. I want to get into
So we
the
move on
juice,
to
guys.
the juicy juice.
Mm,
So we
mm,
now cut to the
mm.
next scene, which is Nonku and her dates. And yeah, what were your thoughts about Nonku's date? He's very open about, like, he seemed very open just about being on the show in general, like his past relationships. He seemed a lot more open than we've seen with most of the house husbands,
Yeah, no,
if you could call him
he's
that.
what is his name? He's Zulu. That man, he's Zulu for sure. He knows what he wants. He's there. He's like, Nonku's my girl. Wasn't there a story around this guy? When Nonku posted a picture of him and of the two of them on Instagram, didn't they say he was in a relationship or something to that extent? Am I wrong?
Oh snap!
Like, did you not see something to that extent? That's why I'm confirming first. I thought I saw
I
something.
did not, but I remember on the on
Posted.
the on the show he did speak about like he had a fiance.
Oh,
Everyone mentioned that
okay.
he's
Yeah.
getting
So,
married.
okay. Yeah. Maybe I don't know, but okay. Regardless, I guess that's information that doesn't really matter because I mean, if he's
I
gone
mean, look,
now,
you're a bone collector, so there probably is where there's smoke, there's fire. You're clearly our bone collector. You're the first one to bring the spice of the marital domestic abuse issues that allegedly Annie and Takuru have. So you're our bone collector. You are our Durban bone collector. If you said this, then it's probably going to come out in the next season.
I don't know. Hence, I said a disclaimer. I believe I saw something to that extent last year.
Yeah.
But I didn't really dive into the details. So when I saw him on the show, I don't even know if it's the same guy. I think it's the same guy actually. Maybe that's what I'm saying. It's irrelevant. Maybe now there's just the thing of okay, fine. It's things of the past. They're together. So be it.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
what did I think?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
it's nice.
know.
It's nice to see she's blushing. She's going in the giddy phase. Ooh,
No,
so
it's nice
cute.
to finally see her in love. Like I've always said, a nice spin-off could have been like Nonku finds love. Like if we could have like a Bachelorette style version where
Yeah,
Nonku's the Bachelorette and she's like going through like all these different suitors. Like it's about time that we have a storyline of her looking for love.
yeah.
So I'm glad that she's in the dating scene. I don't know if this guy is gonna be like a long-term thing. The fact
Mm.
that he has his own confessional says that he is probably gonna be here for like a while.
Yeah. Noka's always bringing on the people that are like gonna be around for a while. Hey, first she brought her mom, then she brought what's her friend's name?
Then
Mabusi.
yes, she brought yes, Mabusi, yeah.
Now she's bringing her man. Oh, Aich girl must
And
pick up
now
the
it's
other
with the
two.
new housewife, ooh, Slee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now it's oh gosh. I don't like what she did to Slee. I like Slee. Slee is just on some. I'm
Actually,
about to throw some hands on you. But anyways, let me not get ahead of myself. I like her. I like her vibe.
I know. This episode was actually very spicy, like if we're honest.
Yo.
So we now cut to the next scene, which is
Yeah.
Maria and her husband, as she affectionately calls him. And they were
Mm.
discussing last night's party. And surprisingly, Maria is annoyed with Sorisha because she felt like Sorisha brought up the whole drama with her and Nonku at an
Mm.
inappropriate time. And she also felt as if
Mm.
like Sorisha can't think that she's the queen because like,
Oh,
honey, I'm also the queen. And I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Maria, calm down. You literally just entered the
True.
season. You
Exactly.
cannot be
Like, know
like
your
even
place.
thinking of
Know
me.
your
You
place.
know what I'm saying? Like, let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Okay.
But
Why
I
the
like that
producers?
Sorisha has competition. I like that. It's gonna bring out some fire in her.
Yeah. I don't know why the producers are trying to put two Indian women together. What is it just like, oh, yeah, no, we've got two rich Indian women. Let's put them together. Or rather
Okay,
against
true,
each other.
true, true.
But that being said, so far I'm not enjoying Maria. Maybe it's because I'm Team Sirisha. I've always been Team Sirisha. I'm
Mm.
not enjoying Maria. Yeah, she must just stay in her lane. She's boring. I'm finding her really boring. And I feel like she like, does too much. I don't know. Even in the scene where she was talking to her husband about, what did she call her son? Monkey. About Monkey.
Okay, yeah,
You,
yeah.
you could see the husband was like, is this a real
Calm down.
conversation? Yeah, it's like, is this a real conversation? You know when you can just see it on somebody's face. But I mean,
Mm,
yeah, no, I don't know. Yes, I agree. I think she will bring spice, but I don't
mm.
know. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm not enjoying her so far. And
I
you?
get where you're coming from. She does come off as like a little bit plastic. Like I think
Mm,
she needs that humanizing element. She needs that like that Annie scene. You know, that scene of like,
mm,
oh my gosh, okay, now I understand why she's like this. But
mm,
she does
mm,
come off as like very plastic, very
mm.
Durban cool girl,
Yeah,
and
she
like
gives me vibes like
it's
she's
just
just got
surface
into.
level.
She gives me vibes like I just got rich. What do they call it? Nouveau rich. Nouveau rich. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Nouveau rich.
Yes, nouveau
Yeah.
riche kind of vibes. At
Mm,
the same
mm.
time, though, I was shocked when her and the husband said that, like, yeah, her and Sorisha kept talking over her. And like, Sorisha doesn't seem as a kind of person, but hey, you never know. Like, who
Exactly.
knows how
And I was
people
actually
start
hoping that they
acting when they
would.
feel threatened?
Yeah, yeah. I also thought that they were going to give us like a flashback. Hopefully, I was hoping for that to
Mm,
see if this was
mm.
just an exaggeration or not. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to see what their engagement looks like. I mean, actually, the fact that Sorisha didn't invite her to her party,
Yes,
yeah. So I
yeah,
can
was
believe
shady
it.
enough. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yes.
same.
So
100%. That
there's
is very
something there.
interesting, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to the season and like the foreshadowing of like the camp, the team Sorisha and the team Nonko'S that we're starting to have here. You know,
Yes.
I'm really starting to enjoy this division. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the Durban family has been like too together for a while. Like it's nice to now see
Mm,
like a little split. You know, it's very interesting
mm,
to watch. So
mm,
we now cut to Nonku and Umbali. Nonku has invited Umbali to our house,
mm,
and I guess they're just getting to know each other since this is a new housewife in the scene, and
mm.
they really got a while in the last events with that was Jojo's event, and
Yeah.
yeah, Umbali then just starts opening up about like what happened to her child, and it was while she was shooting Greed and Desire, which was a soapie that had like I think 2 seasons on Zanti Magic.
Yeah.
So while shooting that show, like her son was 16 at the time, but he has always had health issues, and yeah, now fast forward 16 years later, and he unexpectedly passed away.
Yeah, yeah, no,
That
that
was
was
painful.
that's a sad story. Yeah,
Oh,
geez, this
oh.
episode there was a lot of emotions in this episode. Now that we're reflecting through it, eh? It's a lot of
Mm,
deep
mm,
emotions
mm.
and spice at the same time. But I also want to say something about Nonku. Do you not
Yeah,
feel that Nonku will be the nicest person to you, right? But then she's so quick
mm.
to throw you under the bus. Like for me, I was just like,
Very
"But
quick.
be careful, be careful, be careful." And you can see the type of friend that she is. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You need to
Nonku
watch
will
out. Yeah, and
try and
Bali
sort of
seems very
recruit
naive
you.
as well.
Who's this in Bali? Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
no.
seems very naive, so she needs to watch out.
No, definitely. Yeah, no, Nonku will try and recruit you. Oh, I like your aura. I just like your energy, And she comes off as very nice, but then you'll watch. Let's make a bet. Actually, let's see by the end of the season if they're still friends. If
Mm,
not, latest then the next season, something will happen. But I also
yeah,
don't.
I
I
agree
also
with
don't.
you.
I don't think Mbadi's gonna stay for long. I don't think she'll be on the next season. I'll be very
I don't
surprised
see
if
her
she
as a
does.
two-season housewife as well.
Yes.
Same. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking that by the end of the season, it'll be like
Mm.
Nonku will like throw her under the bus just so Nonku can continue her housewife longevity while she throws
Yep.
another one housewife wonder
Mm.
under the bus
Yeah.
and continues.
Yeah. Exactly. No, cool.
We then have a scene with Annie and her sister and her two kids. Cute little scene at a petting zoo. Just Annie and the sister talking about like what she spoke about to Jojo, and the sister was like,
Mm.
"Look, as long as you're happy, but just make sure that you're doing other things like therapy, etc., etc." But
Mm.
now
Mm.
we go to the interesting part, which is a two-way scene between
Mm-hmm.
Sirisha, Slee, and Annie.
Yep, we're red.
And then there was on the other side we had Nonku, Jojo, Mbali, and Maria. This was very interesting to watch because this is a scene where like both of them are just talking trash about each other,
About each
basically.
other. Yeah. 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 Exactly. Wait. First of all, whose house were they at? Do you know?
I think they were at Maria's house. I'm not sure actually because I thought it was Maria's house, but then Mbali it seemed like she also knew where the throws were because there's a point where they were looking for throws, and then
Yes.
Mbali was like, "Oh, I can get some for you." Then Maria's like, "No, don't worry, I'll get them."
I'll get it.
So maybe it was a
I
clubhouse.
wonder. Yes, maybe it's a clubhouse. You're right. You're right. I think it's a clubhouse
Yeah, I
because
felt
they
like that
all
was a
drove. Remember, they all
clubhouse.
jumped out of the cars. They all jumped out of their
Mm,
cars, so they obviously drove there. So, and I mean, yeah. Okay. All right.
clubhouse.
So So let's just call it a clubhouse because I guess we'll never know.
Wow, this is a very fancy clubhouse where they give you throws.
Oh yeah, it happens.
People can be thieves, eh? Doesn't matter how rich people are, people will still steal from your clubhouse and steal your throws.
Maybe they pay like you pay for it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe at deposits. That makes sense.
Yeah, but anyways, okay, cool. So the ladies at the clubhouse, and then Sorisha.
So Sorisha then talks about how she had a call from Nonko that made her a bit uneasy. But Sorisha was basically she was confirming to Annie from Slee about like what's Nonko was saying about Annie, and then on
Yes.
the other side we had basically Nonko saying that like she thought Slee was her friend, and like she guessed she was wrong. She guesses she was wrong.
Yeah, and also then she also said that she wasn't happy with Sorisha, right? Because what's her name? Is it Mary? What's her name? Maria, sorry. Maria.
Yeah.
Maria was obviously on Sorisha's case, and then Nonko was like, yeah, no, Sorisha annoyed me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, oh gosh. Well, you did say that, I mean, they did say that, okay, yes, fine, Sorisha might have been a little bit spicy with that, but then just own it. I mean, you
What
did
we
say
want from her anyway. It's
Yeah.
fine. She was being unnecessarily spicy, but I'm happy that she was, because it's about damn time Sorisha involves herself in drama or starts drama. Not being like politically correct. And she's always been playing Switzerland. Like it's exciting to see this side of her. You know, I'm happy.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And even when she was saying to Slee that like, yeah, I think you're the friend that Nonko doesn't want to have. It's like, wow, okay. Like claws are coming out. Claws are coming out, and I'm loving
So now,
it.
where do you think? I have a question now about Jojo. Where do you think she's gonna fit into this now? Because yes, she doesn't like Slee. Jojo doesn't like Slee, but we all know how she feels about Annie and Sorisha. So she's gonna have to, and now all of a sudden she's now on this. Oh, I'm best friends with Nonko. Blah 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 blah. Wait, I was so interested to hear what she had to say. And she kept quiet for the most part. But yeah, that's for me. I'm interested to see how that's going to play out. Like, how is Jojo going to navigate that? Because we all know how she feels about Sirisha and Annie.
Very true. I mean, and eventually, like, she'll have to make a choice. You know, like, I feel like, even though they might not overtly say it, but I know Annie. Like, Annie's going to be like, you cannot tell me that you're still friends with Nonko and you want to be friends with me.
Yes,
she's going to have to make a choice eventually.
Yeah, exactly. So
very, very interesting, yeah.
I want to see how that's going to play out.
Also, can we talk about that hat that Mbali was wearing? I don't know if you remember.
Yes.
She was wearing the wildest. Why was she wearing that at night? Like, okay, ma'am, you're by the pool, but it's nighttime. It's nighttime. Like, what are you doing? That was so wild.
Maybe she wore it like throughout the course of the day, and then she just didn't take it out. I don't know. Anything is possible.
Maybe. Yeah.
I thought she looked cute. I don't know.
It was a cute outfit. No, don't get me wrong. It was very cute, but I think like if she just let go of the hat, it would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how Jojo's going to navigate this. So seemingly Nonko's trying to.
He's like since he overtly said she doesn't like Slee. So it's going to be very
we know that, which is fine, which we're about to get into. But Mbali is also trying to. Okay, Nonko's trying to get Mbali to be on her team as well. And clearly, based on what she was saying, they were referring to Slee, right? When she was like, "No, you must just talk to Slee, blah blah blah," or else it's going to be an issue at a later stage, which is true. Yeah. So I really want to see how that's going to play out. I want to see how that's.
Yeah. No, the Slee and Nonko, the new frenemies, that's going to be very interesting to play out.
I am personally so far. I am team Sorisha, Slee, and Annie. Jojo, I'm not too sure about her right now.
I think so too because they're the more rational side, so they make more sense. So I think I'm on that same team as well.
Yeah,
so
I'm
we
even here for Annie. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, you were saying?
I said I'm even here for Annie bringing back her old wealth, like her old shots fired, like bitchy Annie.
Bitchy Annie. Speaking of Housewives doing a whole 180, how do you feel about Jojo with her new attitude? Because she's got the new attitude of like, oh, I'm rich bitches and like suck it. She's giving very much that attitude these days.
Yeah, and it's again giving nouveau riche, however you want to pronounce it. So it's just like
nouveau riche vibes.
Yes, so it really is. I'm just like, okay, Jojo. I don't know. I'm not intrigued. I think it's because of the way she's
Okay,
going on
okay.
about it, you know? Yeah, like, good for her. Great.
Yeah.
Rich bitch, whatever. She went for surgery.
Mm.
She looks great, by the way. Oh my word. She looks stunning.
Mm.
But I mean,
Yes.
I'm just like, I'm not enjoying it. You know, it's just, oh, just take a step back. I mean, you're not a billionaire. You know, like, can people act like Sirisha, please? Just take a flipping page out of Sirisha's book, please, guys. Like, you know what
What?
I'm saying? You know, just handle it like a lady.
Spoken by the true Thunder Love herself. So we now have a cute little scene with Maria and her husband, and just basically like stressing about her kid in school. Blah blah blah. Was that
Monkey.
interesting? It has a scene which I found very interesting. Jojo with her husband, and they're talking about
Mm,
they had some other separate events that I guess wasn't recorded,
mm.
and that's when Calvin met Slee, and when Nonko came up to them, basically like Slee exaggerated like the conversation that they were having. Well, this is according
Mm,
to Calvin, but I don't see why
mm,
Calvin would lie. I don't see why he'd
mm.
lie.
Yes, yes, yes.
And yeah, he was saying that like Slee was saying that like, oh yeah, oh no, Nonku, Calvin's gonna find me a rich husband, and we're gonna get tattoos together. Hey, 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 hey. And I was like, okay, wow, this is very random. So are
Mm.
Slee and Nonku just basically frenemies who keep trying to one up each other, even though they pretend as if they're friends? But it's always a thing of like, I'm one upping you.
Yeah, geez, I don't know. First of all, can I just say, do you know, do you believe that, no, that's not the wrong, it's the wrong question I'm about to ask. Okay, fine. The exaggeration part in terms of the first part where, oh, Calvin's gonna find me a rich husband. I can kind of
Mm.
believe that maybe she may have said that. How do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? How did you understand what she meant by the whole "we're gonna get tattoos together"? Because I feel like that's where it got misconstrued. Do
I
you
think
think that she meant? Did
maybe
she?
like Slee joked. Maybe she
Yeah.
jokingly said in a way of like, "Oh yeah, maybe we could get tattoos together," and Calvin just like completely forgot that she said that, like as an aside.
Mm,
And like Slee just being dramatic or like just hammering up the vibe of like, "Oh, me and Calvin are now best friends." She then mentioned the fact that like, "Oh yeah, we're getting tattoos together," and he probably forgot
mm,
that like she ever said that like, "Oh yeah, we can get tattoos together," or "I've been thinking of getting tattoos." I think there's some truth to that.
mm,
But I do think that like she definitely exaggerated it on purpose just to make Nonku feel some type of way.
Yeah. No, I agree with you in saying that. Definitely, I don't believe that Calvin was lying because guys have no reason to lie unless they're
Yeah.
also housewives themselves. But yes, I don't believe Calvin is lying. I just think that it was definitely a misunderstanding there. And obviously, Jojo being
I think so
Jojo,
too.
not liking Slee already, she's just like, ah, yes, I've got
Yeah,
something.
now I have a reason. Now I have like a
Yes.
further reason it's like not like her.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what to believe with that, eh?
Yeah, yeah. No, it was a very interesting conversation, and shame. I mean, I felt bad because now as we cut to Maria's events later. Oh no, whose events was it? Was Maria's, right? Or was
No,
it
it's Sorisha's
Sorisha's?
event. Yeah.
Sorisha's events, yeah, sorry. Sorisha's events later on in the day. And yeah, like Slee felt like she didn't know what they were talking about at all. But I do not see why Calvin would have lied about that.
Yeah, yeah. So, and you see, this is where I get confused because at some point, Jojo says that it was Nonku that had said it and not Calvin. So, what did Nonku say? And that's why they approached Nonku in the first place. So, we didn't get that
Oh
part.
really?
Yes, that's why Slee said, okay, let's go to Nonku and confront her and find out what she's, to clarify.
Oh no no oh no. It was no Slee was saying that to Nonku. She was saying no, let's go to Jojo. I think.
Yes, but
Yeah, so
to talk about it because remember, Jojo started confronting Slee, right? And then
I think
I
it's
don't know
Nonku who
when.
confronted Slee. And then
Sorry,
Slee was like, no, let's go to Jojo so we can get the proper story.
no, you're twisting it. It's the other way.
Uh,
They went. They fought. They started fighting Jojo and Slee. They started fighting about this whole comment that was made, and then that's when Jojo was throwing things like lines like "You don't go to your husband, my husband, saying that you
yeah, you
see me,
don't go
blah
to my
blah
house
blah."
and say those things.
Yes.
Yes.
And Nonko was like, "What are you?" I mean, not Nonko. Sorry, Slee was like, "Let's go to Nonko." Nonko wasn't there at that point in time. And then she even said, okay, let's call
Uh,
Calvin. Let's call Calvin. And then Jojo kept saying, you're not going to involve my husband. You're not going to involve my husband. Then Slee said, let's go to Nonko. And then I think Nonko had stepped aside. I don't know where she went. And she came back. And then Jojo had moved to the other side of the room. And Nonko, then Slee started the
uh-huh.
conversation with Nonko. And then that's when they were like, let's go to Jojo now to speak about it.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. It was very confusing. I don't know what exactly Nonku had said about anything, or
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
So that's where you get confused. But it's definitely, let's blame Nonko for that.
when in
Let's
doubt,
blame her
blame
for
Nonku.
that. No. She must have said something, obviously, to twist it, and you know what? Maybe shame. In all fairness, maybe that's why Jojo was also just as upset. Maybe she spoke to Nonko about it, and Nonko said something, whatever it is that she said, to ramp up Jojo's anger towards me.
Mm,
But yeah, so interesting. But yeah, I guess that feeds into the biggest, like the drama of the night.
yeah, I mean, was there anything else that you seemed spicy or like that seemed like you're talking
What?
about throughout the
Are
night?
you for real? There's more. Like I'm waiting for you to like lead the conversation into like the bombshell. We talk about Chef Nash, whatever that lady's name is, and
Oh my gosh, Shift, how could I forget?
how
How could I
rude
forget?
she
Who
is.
was that party pooper?
How rude she is. How first of all, when Slee asked her that conversation, she asked, "Did you cater for the event?" How is that offensive?
'Cause I'm sure in her head she's like, okay, but what are you doing here?
Like, I just don't understand. Yeah, well, first of all, she invited herself. Clearly, she said it. She said she heard that
Yeah,
Sorisha
she
was having
really
a
did.
party.
She even said she's like, I'm here for Sorisha's thing. She didn't know like what it was about. She was like, I'm here for Sorisha's
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
I
And
was just
so,
like, who is this lady and why are we giving her camera time? I'm so
yo, she
confused.
is so rude. I do not like her at all. She's horrible. The fact that
Oh my gosh.
so she already started with Slee, or like, okay, fine. And then Jojo wanted to jump onto that bandwagon and say, that's classist of you to say. I'm like, Jojo, what are you saying? Please don't be this. What are you even
She really tried
saying?
it, hey?
What are
She
you
really tried
saying?
it.
She really tried it. Like, no, girl, please. You should have kept quiet in that moment. You were reaching there. You were reaching so
She
much.
really was reaching beyond,
Yo,
beyond, beyond.
so she tries to jump onto that bandwagon, and then who rocks up out of the blue? Lundy. Oh
That was so
man,
unexpected. I was not expecting that
well,
at all.
I did not expect that at all. Hey, I really didn't. So what
Yeah.
isn't she being cast as the friend of the show now?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. Like, is she a friend of the show? Because we see she's still going to be in the next episode as
In the
well.
next
But
episode, yeah.
like, she hasn't been given a calabash to hold. So I'm assuming she's going to be a friend of the show.
Oh, shame, pudding. Maybe no, that's not nice. She literally got downgraded. Like that's horrible.
Like in one season, like,
In one season because of a lifestyle change. That's so unfair.
hey, do you think so?
I mean, she could have brought it on. Like, I think, didn't you guys say it? Like, she could have, like,
Honestly, I
if
feel
she
like
put it
she
down.
still could have had. She has. Yeah, I was like, there's no reason for them to have let her go because like she had so
Yes,
much more of a
she could have
storyline
still
to
worked her
tell
way
now that
up,
she's
whatever.
single.
Yes, she's
Hmm.
single, or maybe financially she wasn't able to. She can't keep. She's not like in the same space as Nonku is, for instance. I don't know, but maybe she's at now
Yeah,
on that same level where she
maybe.
can keep up for herself in the same manner. Um, which is fair,
Or
but
maybe
then
she wanted to like step down because she was like, I'm not in the mood to like divulge, in all the
mm,
secret stuff that's going on in
mm,
my like
mm,
relationship right now.
yeah, no, true, they're true. So okay, let's get into it. So then the conversation started. So Londi walks in. Jojo's excited to obviously step away from that fight that she had with Slee, and they sit down, and Jojo sort of opens up the conversation, wanting to find out how she's doing. With Chef Nash, what's her name? Chef Nash sitting next to them, of course. And then that conversation between Chef Nash and Londi, it flipped, very quickly because
Very quickly.
they started off nicely, and then boom, next thing.
And
How?
honestly, I
Okay.
got where Nonku was coming from. She was like, I just don't feel like sharing right now. Like, there's someone in our circle that I do not know, so I don't
Don't
know if I can trust
know.
this
Yeah.
person.
I also agree. I don't think she was being rude. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe the way she said it, maybe the way she delivered it. I don't know. Maybe she could
I
have.
just think Chef Nash is just there just to cause drama,
Yo,
and she found it
she's
as a perfect
the thing she
opportunity.
said. The thing she said, like, you can see that you can see Londi is not the same Londi as in the previous season, right? You can see she's been through a lot.
Mm,
Like you can just
yeah,
see it.
she's a bit more toned down. She's a bit more tomio. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. You can just see that yeah, this woman is either going through flames or she went through flames and she's only now coming out of the fire, right? Trying to work herself up. So as another woman, let's not bash each other like that, for heartbreak caused by men. For somebody
Mm,
like the things she was saying, she's like, that's why you're not driving a Lamborghini anymore because you're so rude. Had you been okay, whatever the situation is, you would have been sitting here driving your Range Rover, blah, blah, blah. I thought that was heartless. I'm
she was
sorry.
hitting below the belt, way below the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah, no.
Especially when the thing is like still fresh. Like, come on. No.
Yeah. I mean, Londi didn't even know how to respond to half of the comments that she made. Did you see? She was just like,
Mm,
sure. Yeah, that was yeah, shame. My heart really goes out to her. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in and how involved Chef Nash is going to be in
hmm
the future. I'm hoping because did you see in the sorry, I'm sort of skipping it here, but did you see in the
A promo.
yeah, the promo for the next episode? I think it's the next
Yeah.
episode where Sorisha's like, no, she's not my friend. I'm wondering if she's not speaking about Chef Nash because Chef Nash seems to place herself as one of Sorisha's friends.
I think, yeah, she was probably talking about Chef Nash because, I mean, who is this person? How did she get into the show? What happened? It seems like
Yeah,
she has no connection to anyone. Like,
yeah.
that's just the wild part. And that she's just here just to cause drama. Like, if we
She's
thought
yeah,
Nonko was here to cause drama, she is on another level. For
yeah,
sure.
no, definitely, definitely. Or she could also have been talking about Maria.
Maybe, yes,
Yeah,
maybe Maria.
maybe
That's
Maria
going to
did
be a
something.
very interesting episode, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Because mind you, she wasn't invited to the party, so whatever group link-up
Exactly.
thing that we have, it's gonna be awkward.
I
Maria
mean,
just
listen, if you had to give the episode a rating out of 10, like, what would you give
oh,
it? I'm in conflict.
I'm giving it a 9.
Ooh,
A
okay, I'll give it
hot,
a healthy 8.5.
I'm giving it a hot 9. It brought the drama.
Heart's 9.
It took
Yeah.
me on an emotional journey. 1 minute I'm like I'm
The
crying
looks,
for Annie. The
fashion,
next, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm
emotions.
here for it. This was 9. They still need to work on their change of scene. That whole blackout
That random
plan.
blackout thing. I
Yes,
know.
they need
You
to
heard us
work on
mention this
that.
in our recap last week. It was
Yes,
just like, why?
yes. Yeah. They need to work on that. But I mean, I'm just here for it, guys. I can't wait for next episode. When is it? It's on Thursday, right? No.
Wednesday, so it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, joy! Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, are we going to do a review for the girls in Rebecca? Woo!
Beja.
Girl. G3.
Don't worry, girl. I got you. I got you with the GQs. Cabeja, yeah, the Housewives of Cabeja. Have you been watching it? What are your
I
thoughts so
have.
far?
Oh, it is so bad. It's delicious.
Really? Is it like Cape Town? Is it so bad delicious? It's like Cape Town.
No, Cape Town. At least you could see there's some money there. I mean, these
Oh,
women,
Cabeja, there's
these,
no money.
these women are busy. There was one lady that was busy flaunting the fact that her husband bought her a Mini Cooper.
Oh, shame. Okay, so it's humble wealth.
Humble wealth. Yes, that's it. That's it. And I was just like, what's happening here? For Real Housewives? No, guys, come on. Let's be for real.
Really?
Look, I
How
don't
how did, how did you feel about Pretoria? By the way, did you watch Pretoria?
Can we do a review for Pretoria, guys? Did you guys watch it?
I feel
Like,
like we need to do a
please.
review for Pretoria.
Those
I need to
women
start
have
watching it.
money. Those women
I
have
need to start
money.
watching it, and we need to start doing a review for Pretoria. I feel like we did
Please.
Pretoria a
Guys, it's not
misjustice.
that bad yes, it's not bad. It's not that bad just because it's in Afrikaans. Trust me. They bring the drama.
Mm,
It's there. And those women have money. Like, I would almost compare them. In fact, honestly speaking, besides if you take
yeah.
Sirisha out the equation,
Yeah.
the Real Housewives of Pretoria have more money than the ladies in Durban. If we take Sirisha
Durban.
out, of the picture,
Oh.
yes,
Listen,
those
Caucasian
women.
money, that money goes long. That money goes long and far, so I'm
You
not
know what
surprised.
I mean? I'm seeing how like those are they were taking private planes, like, and nobody fought over who was invited on this private plane. I mean, there was none of that. Nice. And I want to hop onto that. I loved that season. It was great.
Nice. Well, I mean, you've heard it here first, guys. Honestly, if you wanna follow us more on IG, it is at Reali-Tea_SA, and yeah, we are definitely looking forward to reviewing more episodes of this season. And who knows, very soon we might start reviewing Pretoria because it seems like I was missing out. I know Rita's supposed to say that it was very spicy, but yeah, it looks like I need to jump on that bandwagon as well.
For sure, for sure. Well, thank you so much for having me. And Miss Rita, don't forget to invite me when you guys decide on the other seasons. I'll love to get involved there. I have a lot to say, especially for Pretoria.
No, noted, noted. And thank you so much for joining us. And thank you guys for listening. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.